Thanks for the coffee. Coffee really helps when you are into work and all that.
I know, I am a big fan of coffee. I have a lot of coffee.
Okay.
Well, I was just wondering, we are doing a lot of good things with Image Parivartan, but people seem to get a lot of mixed ideas about what we are exactly doing.
So they're confused.
Yeah. So what exactly can we, tell that Image Parivartan is all about?
Image Parivartan is the image and brand consultant division of Parivartan Corporate Training Academy. I'm sure you already know that Parivartan Corporate Training Academy has been in the business of training corporate pan-India for about 5 years now. So we've got a wide range of experience there. So which got us thinking, if we can train, if we are helping a lot of trainees by improving their skills, making them more confident, making them face life with a smile, why don't we take up individual training, individual consulting as well to better the skills of people. So as part of Image Parivartan, we are doing 360-degree transformation for people, for individuals. Okay. By this 360-degree transformation, it is comprehensive. That is what we are doing exactly.
360-degree transformation. So, in a nutshell, what would we convey to people exactly as to what is 360-degree transformation?
When you hear the number 360, when you say 360-degree, it means the circle is complete. It's a complete circle.
Yeah.
So, when we talk about 360-degree transformation, the transformation is complete or comprehensive, or it is 360-degree. So it's comprehensive.
So is it like a total change in life?
It's a total change in life. Not just about the appearance, it's about the way you behave, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you network with people, the way you see life. It's about seeing a lot of positives. It's about facing life with a lot of optimism and all that. For example, during functions like marriages or any social function, you can see a lot of wonderful, beautiful ladies who are dressed up in designer wear, and they would have straightened their hair, they've got a good haircut and all that. Looks really, very, very pretty ladies.
Yes.
So the moment they open their mouth, you are just like shocked.
Yeah, probably they don't even know how to interact, how to behave.
And for buffet parties and all, recently when we look at it, the direction in which the world, the life that we are having is going, we are being more cosmopolitan now. We are adopting a lot of Western ideas, we are adopting a lot of different ways of life, we are being more cosmopolitan. And when we go for buffet dinners and all that, you see people who just don't know what to do there. They don't know how to take food, how to manage the buffet dinner. You would have seen people taking, in a plate full of food. Because they think that they can go only for one serving. So these are the kind of small things which need a lot of attention.
We usually wouldn't give it much thought.
Exactly. So when you look at it in countries like the US and in continents like Europe, you have people are being trained for all this. They are being taught. It's not like people are born with all these social skills. All these have to be acquired. So somebody has to be there to teach them, have to train them. This is how it is. Now, since we are in a world living in a world which is small, we are actually competing to be world class. We are competing to be world class. So it takes a lot of effort to master all this, and there is a lot of advantage also that you get when you master this. So recently we had a professional from a very prominent IT company coming to us, and then he's got a lot of experience in IT field. So he was telling us he came to us with a problem of career. So he was telling us that in spite of being hardworking, in spite of being great at work, showing excellent technical skills, still he was not getting promoted. Okay. So whereas most of his batchmates have become managers, this guy was still at the level of a senior software engineer. So he was just devastated. He was disheartened. He didn't know where the problem was, And then
it happens to a lot of us. I mean, we will be doing a lot of hard work, but then we don't seem to get the returns for those particular hard work.
So all it takes to be a leader is not just to aspire to be a leader. You have to behave like a leader. You have to carry yourself like a leader. You have to walk and talk like a leader. So that is what needs a little bit of fine tuning. So all of us have strengths. So we actually help people get over all such things. Scientifically, we help people to identify their strengths. One of our problems with most of us face is that we focus more on our weaknesses. We think badly about our weaknesses so that our confidence goes down. So at Image Parivartan, we actually help people to see the brighter side. There's always the brighter side. So we help people to see the brighter side, learn about their weaknesses and understand their strengths and how to leverage the strength. Okay, and tackle their weaknesses as well, so that life becomes perfect for them.
So it's all about happiness.
It's all about happiness and embracing a perfect life. The life that you want, the life that you imagine, that is what it is all about.
We touched upon career and other aspects of social behavior. So, what does this Image Parivartan have in its kitty?
Image Parivartan also helps people to have successful relationship. It could be office relationship, it could be personal relationship, it could be relationships with friends, it could be about networking. We help people have very, very successful and happy relationships. For example, we recently had husband and wife who came to us and said that they are very normally brought-up people who belong to the middle class segment in Kerala, and they are well educated, and they're placed well in very good jobs they are, and they have a house, they have a car. So when you look at it, they have everything in life. They got 2 beautiful children as well. So what happened was that the parents wanted their children to get world-class education. So what they did was little children actually, one in about 5th standard, the other child was in around 2nd standard or something. So both the children were put into a very reputed international school. And after going to the school, the children became really polished, they were speaking well, they were behaving perfectly and all that. But there was a small issue. What happened was that the children started to feel that the parents were not chic enough. They felt they were not stylish, they were not classy, They started calling their parents you call very orthodox, traditional kind of country people, you call it.
Yeah.
That kind of, and they used to make fun of parents. Amma doesn't know how to speak in English well. Dad doesn't know how to behave when he's with people and all
That is really terrible.
Yeah. And the children are innocent, so they just don't know what to say and what not to say. So they started telling that things took a really ugly turn when they all went out on a buffet dinner, and they were having food, and the children noticed that the parents were really clumsy with the fork and knife. So then they said, they made fun of the parents, and some other people also heard the children commenting like that. The parents really lost their confidence. They felt really bad. They really got ashamed. So they came to us really upset. So we took a little bit of inspiration and confidence building, and we told them, these are things that you have to be acquired.
Yeah.
Now your children are now doing this because they are being trained in their school to do it. Okay, and all you need to do is that you also get to be trained in all this. So what we did was we planned for a dinner together. So we took the parents out, and we literally taught them how to have food with a fork and knife, how to behave in a stylish way, how to talk to people when you talk with strangers, what are the etiquettes that you have to follow, how to be really classy and elite.
Yeah.
So that brought about a big difference in them. They could, their confidence also increased. They felt so happy and thrilled. So that the next time they called us, they said that you really changed our life. So it's something that we got to hear. And then recently there was a professional who came to us. He's well employed in a very good company. So he came to us, very experienced guy. So he came to us and said that he has confidence issues. So we were like really, we were really not happy to see a senior professional coming to us and say that he doesn't have the confidence. So then it's quite stunning. So
it is because he's already in a really good post and
absolutely. So when we had a heart-to-heart talk with him, we realized what we realized was that his wife had a lot of over expectation on him. She loved him so much that she always wanted him to be a superman. It's not always easy to be a superman.
Most of us women really do have that idea about it.
Yeah, we want our man to be the superman.
Yeah.
So she always compares him with other guys, always motivates him to be the perfect. Slowly he started feeling that he is not up to the mark. He felt that he's not just good enough. He started getting that feel, which actually started eating into his confidence. So his confidence went down, and which started showing up in his office also. He was not the confident man that he was before, and then his career took a beating.
So, usually these kind of things stem from a lot of other issues as well.
Correct. So this stemmed out just out of love. So there was no problem between the couple. They were very happy together. There was nothing. The only challenge they faced was this confidence issue. So but when we got the guy, we intervened. We helped him a lot. We helped him identify the strengths. We helped him find out. Everybody, all of us have a goal in life. So it's about us relating to our talent and matching it with the goal that we want in life. So we helped him do all that. We charted out a career path for him. We helped build his confidence. We motivated him. Now he's a new man. Now he's more happy. And we also got the wife also. We also told her how to put things in a positive way. She only meant good for husband. She didn't mean anything bad for the husband. She just wanted him to be perfect. Being perfect is not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. So the only thing that we as people need to focus is on how we communicate it. So you can always communicate. You can say that the glass is half full, or you can say it is half empty.
Yeah.
The two way of saying the same thing.
You can either do it in a negative way or
in a positive way. She could have motivated him in a different way. That was all that was needed. So she also realized it. So now they are having a very good life, and they actually went on a second honeymoon. They're actually falling back in love with each other. They're really enjoying life now. Okay. Yeah. So they've stopped being more serious about life. They're very
that's something that Parivartan is really should be really proud of.
Exactly.
For making impacting people's life in such a positive manner.
That is something that brings us a lot of happiness too. When we are able to give happiness to a home, you are actually giving happiness to a civilization, because the children also, when they see parents lacking confidence, children also grow up in a very insecure environment. So we need to, when you look at it, all problems basically start from our home. So be it a problem childhood, be it a problem now we have a lot of single parents and all that who are finding it very difficult to cope up with all this. So things like this which need little bit of push, little bit of inspiration, little bit of shoulder to lean on. That is all that people need to fly out with.
Image Parivartan enhances a person's persona. Also, we train them in etiquette and social behavior. So, where does looks come into the picture exactly?
At Image Parivartan, the difference what Image Parivartan brings to a customer is that it has everything under one roof. Okay, and we follow a very scientific, time-tested, and unique, patented process. Which gives 360-degree transformation, where physical makeover becomes a very important part. So we have our grooming and styling partner. We have hair and style partner. We also have wardrobe expert. We have personal fashion designer. We have personal smile consultant. All this under one roof, and all these brands who are our partners are time tested. They are very reputed. They are reliable, they are very customer friendly, and we have chosen them after a lot of research, and we have done a lot of care in choosing our partners. To become our partner itself has to go about a long way. So we have tied up with such brands who make so much of a difference in the market. They are all being available with their services and giving personal attention. So what happens to us when we go to a salon or even a doctor to enhance our smile? What happens is we don't get that. Customization is very limited. So our services are such a way that it's the solution or the service that we get is tailor-made for us.
So how has the change in look impacted the persona as well?
It does, because when you look good, you also feel good. Your confidence is will also increase. So there are a lot of companies which insist on their male staff, guys, to wear a blazer and a tie, even though it doesn't go well with the Indian climate. That is being insisted. Why? Because when you wear the blazer and the tie, you get to have that confidence, because you feel that you look good. When you look good, your confidence also boosts up. And when a third party sees you, they see you as somebody who is serious about his job, who's a true professional, who stays for their commitments and all that. For example, when we look at people, you always seem to gel well with people who are similar to us, who look like us, who behave like us, right? So is trying to hire somebody, what happens is that they look at how the person can carry off the company on their shoulders, because each employee becomes the brand ambassador of the company. So when you to be smart, when you work for an organization which is world class, you also have to look and behave world class.
So how was image Parivartan impacted in such a manner?
We help people not just by looking smart, we also help them behave smart. I'll give you an example of a shy and naive girl who came to us and she wanted to become a model, okay? And she had this, and we talked to her, we found out, we wanted to know whether she had this genuine need or this genuine desire to be a model, or it was just some kind of fascination. Because anybody who has a fascination about acting in a movie or being a model. So we just want to find out how serious this lady was.
Yeah, we have a lot of cases where I guess now it's more common to have a lot of aspiring models and actors coming into the business, taking a few clicks, but then they don't really know how to head into this particular career.
So that is one of the challenges that they face. So we found out from this lady that she's very serious about her career, but she was very shy. So what we did was, we took her to our hair and styling expert and our fashion designer who totally changed her. So the next time she came, she was so confident to face the cameras because she felt that she was really world class. She looks good. She really felt that there was a difference. So then we brought in our celebrity photographer who clicked some photos, some amazing photos, and after which you have her mom asking her, "Is this you? This is my daughter." So that's the kind of difference, that's the kind of confidence she got back. And once her photos became public, we had a couple of model agencies who called her, who wanted to offer some work to her. Now she's super happy. Now this happens not only just with modeling. We had a young professional, a bank employee, who came to us telling with such a low confidence and so low morale and low energy. He came and told us that he had an inherent feeling within himself that he doesn't look good. He felt that he is a bit dark, he is not tall enough, he doesn't know how to talk to people.
We always seem to find out faults within ourselves.
That's a
when we
problem.
look at the mirror, I feel maybe this side is not correct, maybe my eyes are not looking good,
And we forget to see those things which are so beautiful about us,
yes,
so unique in us, which make us what we are. So this guy came with that problem. So we helped him understand why it is so important to be more positive towards life. So when you look at actors, when you look at world famous models, you have people who just look like ordinary people. But when they are in front of camera, they have so much of a confidence, positivity,
the energy,
It makes them look very classy and different.
Indu, you're spot on about that. I have a classic example to prove that. Last time when I was in Chennai and I happened to meet Dhanush, at one glance, he's such a simple and ordinary guy. But once he starts speaking or performing, he becomes so dynamic and he's so full of energy and enthusiasm, and it is totally infectious. And that really proves it, that along with the looks, personality really does have a big major factor. It plays an important role.
It does. For example, if you consider the case of Dhanush, he's such an ordinary looking man, but when he is on stage, he sets the stage on fire with his energy. Yes, he does. So that's what. So we know where Dhanush is today, and such an example for all of us to emulate. Such a classic case.
Yep.
And adding on to that, I would like to quote our CMD and Chief Mentor. We have Arun Nair, who always says that all it takes is about 45 seconds to impress a person, out of which 3 seconds goes for the looks. So by 3 seconds, people make an impression on you based upon your looks. Rest everything only is your personality. So immediate is for the looks. So you just have to have that looks to get in somewhere, and then rest will follow with your personality.
So personality and looks together play a very important role.
Very important role. So that is why how important it is for our lives. For example, that is why we say when we go for interviews and all, look is so important.
That's just, you just took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to tell you that. When we go for interviews, when you're better dressed, it really creates an impact, doesn't it?
It does. Because then only the interview panel, or it should be one person, or it should be a panel interview, whatever it is, they feel like asking you the right questions. They warm up to you. When you see a good-looking guy who matches the values of your organization, which matches the standard that your organization stands for, and then the half of the job is done.
It really isn't about looking beautiful or handsome, is it? It's all about, making the right impression.
Exactly.
Looking smart.
That's what makes the difference. You have to look smart, you have to look classy, and it has to suit the occasion,
Exactly.
When you wear a gagra choli, you look beautiful. Some women look really pretty in a gagra choli, but you cannot wear a gagra choli and go for an interview. It's a long choice. You do look good, but it doesn't help you get selected for an interview. For the interview, you have to carry on with an attire which suits the job that you're applying for. If you're applying the job for a software engineer, you better go in your blazer and your tie. If you're going for the job of a fashion designer, you can probably wear a designer sari or a designer suit.
That would be apt for the occasion.
That's not for the. So what people need is a coaching for this. They really don't know what to wear when.
Yeah.
So that is why our students take a backseat when it comes to an interview. They fail to create that first impression. After that, it becomes such an easy job because the panel warms up to you. They ask you the questions. You get back with confident answers. Your job is done. You're selected. So at iParivartan, when you look at it, we are offering comprehensive packages for career management, and it's not just with getting the job. Here, all of us have a feel that it's all about getting the job. But what next after getting the job? You have to keep rising in your career. You have to reach your goal. You have to
maintaining
grow.
success.
You have to always have success, and there's always competition in the market. And somebody else can easily replace you. So once you get into the job, you have to keep polishing your
So you
skills.
shouldn't get arrogant that okay, I'm at the really
Now I'm safe and sound. No, nobody is safe and sound these days. Everybody gets into competition. So what we have to do is that it's not just about getting the job. It's about staying top of the ladder always. So for that, you have to keep polishing your skills. You have to continuously be better and better. You have to always aim for what next can I do better to create an impression better. So for that, we help people. We help people manage their
maintain that drive and energy. Yeah.
Exactly. So what we help them is we even help them prepare with a resume and all that. So I can tell you the example of a man who came to us, a senior professional who came to us, was very satisfied with the job he was in, but he wanted a change. Because he had only limited growth in a company. When you work for 10 to 15 years in a company, and when you reach a stage where you cannot grow outside that, there is no level outside you grow, then you have to look for other avenues and look for other opportunities. But this guy was too used to one workplace, he just didn't have the confidence to look out. So we just boosted his confidence, we put out a career path for him, we helped him, we explained him jobs, opportunities which he can tackle, which he can try for, and we prepared a very professional looking resume for him. Now he has got 2 offers. Now he's confused which offer to take.
Most of us have this problem of going out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that people, you can actually get a good job. You have many other options. We don't really realize that. We tend to stick to what is there with us, what is in our comfort zone, what we can continue for a longer period of time. We're not really ready to take the risk, right?
We are not ready to take the risk, and we are not ready to take the road not taken. So somebody has always have to take the road not taken. Then only people can follow you. To be a leader, you have to follow a different path. When you look at it, Mahatma Gandhi gave us the concept of non-violence. Were there any political leader in the country before Gandhi who spoke about non-violence? He was a person who gave us that wonderful concept, and he took a different path. And everybody, people who were his contemporaries, when he brought the concept out, people said that no, it is not going to work because you are going to fight against the British Empire with something called as non-violence. It may not work. That's what everybody thought. And there was a section who went for violence, who said that they will create an army and all that. But see the impact that Mahatma Gandhi created. So somebody has to take the risk and go on a different path. Unless you go on a different path, you'll never be a leader. You'll never be followed. So that is one risk you have to take. So people have to decide, how do I want to become in life? And that is how it all falls into place. If you ask, we're talking about Gandhi, we have the concept, we have launched a unique concept called the life coach, where we keep on helping people stay on track. What happens to people like us is that we all have our aims, we have dreams, we have goals that we want to achieve, but life is so unpredictable. It throws different things on our path. Some challenges, some different things will be there, sometimes we may relocate, all this comes in, and we get so bogged down by life's challenges, we forget what we actually wanted in life.
So life coach in the sense, it really covers about everything, or how does it work?
Life coach is your coach for your life. So life includes everything. It includes your personal life, it includes your professional life, it includes your relationship with friends, it includes networking skills, it includes concept or under the umbrella of a life coach.
So how long does a life coach last? Or
life coach is coach for a lifetime. The minimum term of service is about a year, where you get this periodic dose of inspiration, motivation, and the shoulder to lean on and cry if you want. You can discuss any of your problems, get solutions which are professional solutions. It's not just like one solution that you get a free advice that we get around. No, it's very different. The solutions are tailor-made for you after scientifically analyzing your strengths, your weakness, what you can become in life, what are the challenges you may face, how we can tackle it. Keeping all this, keeping the broader picture in mind, we create this, we help people. That is how the life coach impacts somebody's life. That is how beautiful the concept.
You seem to be impacting people's life in a very deep and positive way. And no wonder I feel so content and happy and satisfied with the work that I do.
That's because we are making people happy, successful and beautiful together, all this together. So what more can give you more joy and happiness in life? That's all about.
Yeah. Oops, look at the time. I have an appointment to keep right now, so I better get going into.
Those youngsters coming for me.
The young lady who is going abroad for further studies, she's asked me to help her with the wardrobe management, fill up with the appropriate clothes for the
help her choose the right clothes, what to wear and all that.
So catch you later.